Hello, hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your December reading. So, before we get into your cards, Spirit has a channeled message for you, which is it's going to be very, very essential this month to take gentle, compassionate care of your, we'll say mental health, but I also mean emotional health. They're connected. Your equilibrium is going to be really important because it feels like, well, in many ways, we're very aware of the way that times are changing. But my Scorpio people tend to feel things at a deeper and more unconscious level. And some of you may have been having a lot of dreams previous to this. I'm raising my own hand on that one. You may feel something coming, and you may have for a long time felt something coming. And I just want to remind and affirm and encourage you that you being at your emotional best, you taking good care of yourself and making sure, like, how is my heart? How is my soul? What can I do? In what way can I support myself? Knowing that that will spill over to others, but that when we give it all to others, then we run out and then we won't have any left. So, just reminding you to take gentle care of yourself because it feels like waves are coming. And that means, you know, what comes with a wave? There is flow and there is receding. Things are revealed. And these are all the things I'm hearing. Very scorpionic, right? For Spirit to immediately show me the sea. Let's see what the story is. Let's dive into your reading. So, Spirit, we want to tune in for Scorpio. Scorpio people, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio dominant people, Spirit, Pluto dominant people, 8th house dominant people, the alchemists, the underworld visitors, my Hades and Persephones out there listening to this reading. Woo! Spirit's being funny, but they're like, which one are you this month? Are you Hades or are you Persephone? Are you kidnappee or kidnapper? Are you going willingly into the underworld or are you being snatched? Or do you consider yourself the ruler? Like, oh, I'm perfectly at home here, which some of you do. And some of you are built in ways that no other sign is built for these dark, hard, tumultuous times that we are stepping into. Not to get too Plutonian on you as a Plutonian myself. Okay, cards. Okay. There's a whole other video I need to make about all of the energies. Pluto and Aquarius shift, the fact that all of the slower moving planets are shifting signs. Times are going to get wild. So we need to be wilder, Scorpio. Take care of yourself. All right, Spirit, thank you. More channeled messages. Let's go. So, Spirit, what do you want Scorpio to know about the past? What do you want them to be aware of about the past as it pertains to the present, the unfolding future, Spirit? Our goal is always to help Scorpio live in authenticity, alignment, to step into fulfillment, joy, ease, flow, peace. What do you want to share with Scorpio in order to help them do that? What does Scorpio need to know about what is showing up? And how is Scorpio showing up, Spirit? What aspects of themselves do you want Scorpio to bring out for their highest good? What kind of climate is Scorpio facing, Spirit? And what is your guidance on how to navigate it? Wow. Y'all see that? Want to know your guidance, Spirit? What is your perspective? What do you want Scorpio to know for their highest good in the month of December? Let's see. Look like I had a card holster. That'd be awesome. I need that. Just pull them out anywhere I go. Okay. Scorpio. Scorpio sun. Scorpio moon. Scorpio rising and dominant people. We want to look at the path of December and how Scorpio can navigate it for their highest good. Okay. Woo, thank God. Yay. Wow. What a gorgeous reading. I want to say first things first. So times are changing, and I do see why Spirit was using that phrasing. I feel like you are gearing up to drop a whole bunch of stuff. but I feel like that you're doing it on purpose and you're doing it by choice. You know, this is not like a tower situation. So you're coming through beautifully as the King of Cups. Talk about a navigator. You know, talk about someone who can, whatever the condition of the emotional seas, they can navigate, they can handle it. So, the King of Cups, wherever he finds himself, he finds himself. That's what Spirit is saying, which is great. Love that. He does not lose himself. And King of Cups, nothing to do with sex and gender, everything to do with maturity level and kind of mastery level. So the King of Cups can go to the deepest of lows and the highest of highs. He can ride the top of the waves, he can ride the bottom, and he's fine. He can handle all of it because he doesn't lose himself. He keeps his center, he keeps his equilibrium, whatever the storm is, okay? So, sitting in the past, 10 of Wands, you've been going through it. You've been handling a lot, and you've been probably handling a lot of it all by yourself and taking on quite a Herculean effort. So, for some of you, there's a sense of like having overburdened yourself and taking on too much. And I just want to say that your cards in every single way point to not only would it be good for you to drop a couple of these things just for your mental and emotional well-being, but also literally you could make more progress. You could get more results, more and better results from dropping a couple of things. That's what I'm hearing for lots of you, okay? And for others of you, because there are different Scorpios listening to this reading, okay? And because this isn't a one-on-one reading, the messages that come in are various, okay, for different people. Some of you, you need to drop a couple things. For some of you, it's like the finish line. So you sort yourself into whichever side you're on with that. But it's like, wow, I finally got all 10 of these wands to the finish line. I completed that project. And now it's time to take a little break, reconfigure, and what's next? That's what I'm hearing. So I love to see the energy shift from the 10 of Wands in the past to the 6 of Cups in the present. Ooh, you know, work hard, play hard. That's kind of what it's saying to me. But I'm going to say play soft, play gently. 6 of Cups is reunions with people that we love. So, of course, it's the holiday season. So lots of us will be reuniting, whether digitally or whether physically, with people that we love. But I also want to say with the 6 of Cups, it's connected to the King of Cups, that you check in on how your inner child is doing and remind yourself what a purveyor of magic you are. Something that is coming through that is a practice that I do, that Spirit is asking me to share with you right now, is literally dialoguing with your inner child. You know, time is a flat circle. We can speak back to the past, and the fact that we can speak back to the past and say things that we needed to hear back then can actually help that inner child that is, let's say, arrested at the age of 5 or 7 or 10 or 12 when something really hard or too much, too fast, too soon, something traumatic, something scorpionic and plutonic happened at an age. And now, with the wisdom and with the hindsight that you have as a King of Cups who's now been up and down and through so much, you've gained the tools and the powers to be able to speak back to this version of yourself something that they needed to hear. Time is a flat circle. We can speak back to the past, and that version of us, again, 5, 7, 10, 12, can grow and mature because we're parenting them. Because maybe somebody didn't know how to handle you, or didn't even recognize that you needed something, or whatever. And that version of you still needs that from somebody, and you are the perfect one. You are the perfect one. And I feel that in doing that, you can set yourself free. So for some of you, that inner child work is very important. And inner child work doesn't always necessarily have to look deep and difficult. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's that traumatic Plutonian stuff. And other times it can be going on YouTube and looking up our favorite childhood, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, putting on the slippers, getting the bowl of cereal, and letting our little inner child out to play. So your mileage may vary. What does your inner child need? Do they need to be soothed and spoken to? Do they need to have fun? Whatever they need, give it to them. And I hope you won't take for granted the way that this can change your whole fucking life. Take it from one Plutonian to another, okay? Sitting in the future, what's on the other side of that? From the Ten of Wands, the work hard, to the play soft, to the Fool, a whole new beginning. So the way that you speak to yourself and handle yourself and the people that you love, and Spirit is saying, and you can learn from the way that the people you love speak to you. They can also help you reparent yourself. There's a whole new beginning available. So Seven of Pentacles is your guidance. Look at what you have going for you and really consider again where you might want to prune. What's working great and it doesn't need any, changes at all. What could use a little trim? What could use a little more effort or whatever? Really get clear on, Spirit is showing me like realms of your life. It's like, how's home doing? How's nutrition? How's emotional health? How are my friends? And kind of like, what do each of these things need when I sit back and King of Cups and look at them from my gentle equilibrium? Oh, you know what? My inner child wants to play more. And you know what? I haven't talked to my friends in a while. I really need to reconnect. And I haven't made a home cooked meal in a while. I've been, maybe going through the drive through and stuff. And my body is what is feeling maybe neglected or left behind, in pursuit of this Ten of Wands Herculean effort. There's no blame, no shame, no judgment here ever about anything. I'm just bringing your attention to things that Spirit is saying, and if one of them resonates with you or tickles the back of your mind, then that might be an indicator for you that it's something you want to explore, okay? Temperance is sitting in the climate around you. Times are changing, and those of us who are flexible, who are adaptable, are going to do better than those of us who are trying to keep everything the way that it is, okay? So make the changes so that the changes aren't made for you. That's something that I'm hearing. That's going to mean different things for different Scorpios, but I think that and I'm just going to bring through one of the ways that Spirit is saying it, which is like taking yourself all the way to burnout. Like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to muscle this thing through. Taking yourself to burnout, not a better option than being gentler, it taking a little longer or whatever, and you actually getting like to your accomplishment. Be adaptable, be kind and gentle with yourself. Temperance is about moderation, no excess, no all or nothing. Ten of Wands, and I understand, again, Plutonian, Scorpionic, those of us tend to be very intense and all or nothing. And the option is always there to make a different choice. The Lovers, a choice. A very powerful, passionate, potentially pleasurable choice. I couldn't resist. You find yourself at a crossroads with an opportunity to fall into something that is wildly exciting, a whole new life, a whole new landscape. There's a new year coming up, the Fool. So perhaps considering where you've been and where you would like to go and deliberately choosing what I can do without and what I need more of. Eight of Wands, the key. Again, sitting right there next to the Ten of Wands, affirming what Spirit was saying from the beginning, which is you can actually go further and faster if you do a little bit less. If you take a little, Ten of Wands is like having 100 mental tabs open. You're working on all these things at once, and you can't close any single one of them because then you might lose blah, 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 blah. Guess what? What happens when we do that? Everything, the processing of everything slows way down and gets extremely frustrating. So, I dare you to close 75% of those mental tabs and be like, okay, I bookmarked them. I'll come back to them later. This is what I want to focus on right now, because if I can get this over the line, then that will free up this much bandwidth, and then I can apply that to the next thing, and so on and so on. Okay? So don't try to, Spirit is showing me somebody grabbing like the 20 grocery bags at once and trying to do it all in one trip, when it literally, ironically, it would have been easier and faster if they'd taken 2 or 3. Okay? Okay. Wise words to share for Scorpio. Thank you for being here, Scorpio. I deeply appreciate my kings and queens of cups out there. I hope that this has been helpful. I hope you are having a beautiful holiday season. And if I don't see you in your mid-month readings, then I hope I see you in the new year. Till then, bye, Scorpio.